the car. My daughter's driving, so I don't even have to worry about anything. You know, here in the 1993 Suburban with the camo headliner, folks. We had to pull the headliner all the way out of this thing. Heat the seats. Look at this thing. It looks like it's new. Anyways, I'm just excited about my Suburban. But folks, big news breaking. A couple things. I'm gonna share with you something really big happening out of Georgia. I'm also gonna talk a little bit about the whole thing with Zuckerberg. I think people are reading that wrong, so just stay tuned for all of that. Do me a favor though, smash that like button. Do chat in with where you're from, and let's get this stream rolling. As that happens, I'm going to mention my sponsor. You can know him, Mike Lindell and MyPillow. That's right, MyPillow.com. Promo code Lumberjack for big savings, folks. I just got a call from the MyPillow office. Talked to Don. It sounds like they're going to run a special promo, but you have to go to the MyPillow.com/lumberjack page. You can't use the promo code. You've got to get to the landing page, but they're going to do an extra special deal on the mattress. So if you're looking for a mattress, also the down comforters, which you know I love, the towels, the Giza sheets, oh, they're like a dream. Anyways, go get yourself some MyPillow products, all right? MyPillow.com/lumberjack, or call them. You can also use the phone number. What is it? 800-568-2865. Anyways, if you're getting pillows, always call. Get the right pillows. Anyways, all right, so some big news here. So this out of Georgia. So the former Attorney General of the state of Virginia, that's Ken Susanelli, anyways, had this statement. And so this is really wild, because what's been going on down there is progressives have been waging an intimidation campaign threatening Brian Kemp. And I want to read the press release that he just let out for you so you can understand what's going on down there. A week after Georgia Election Board agreed to a rule establishing standard procedures for counties to comply with a state law, okay? So they're saying you need to comply with the state law mandating reconciliation of the number of registered voters with the number of ballots cast. Now that seems sensible. I mean, shouldn't it reconcile that the number of voters would not exceed, or that the number of ballots cast would not exceed the number of voters? This seems like common sense election reforms. So they do this down in Georgia. The state election board down there is doing a great job. Okay. A group of activists led in part by Democrat State Senator Nabila Islam Parks has urged Brian Kemp to take retaliatory action against 3 board members. Now we know that he's actually looked into doing this, okay? So despite state statutes, which explicitly states that the number of ballots exceeds the number of voters in any precinct, such excess shall be deemed a discrepancy and palpable error and shall be investigated prior to recording votes. Islam Parks says she questions whether the board has the authority to make the change. My gosh, it's a state law. State election boards aren't supposed to follow state laws. This is the lunacy. See, they do things under the color of law, okay? But they don't respect the law. Okay. So, Ken Susanelli issued the following statement. We would like to thank the board for their diligent work. Under intense pressure from those who believe law can simply be ignored. Every election law should be adhered to in every county, but the reality is that anti-election integrity advocates want to pick and choose which one should be followed. As a member of the state Senate, she had every opportunity to advance legislation that would change Georgia's reconciliation law, but she never even tried. Now she and her allies are attempting to intimidate Governor Kemp into hijacking the duly appointed board and the rulemaking process for the purpose of preventing counties from complying with the law. This is about election administration, not the manner in which or when voters cast their ballots. The certification deadline of 5 p.m. on the Monday after the election remains unchanged by the reconciliation rule, which merely operationalizes Georgia code nearly word for word and impacts voters only by helping to guarantee lawful, transparent, and accurate elections, okay? So why would they be against this? Nobody's being disenfranchised, and people aren't being disenfranchised, they're being enfranchised, folks. Okay, according to existing law, In signing a certification, county board members, listen to this is important. According to existing law, in signing a certification, county board members attest, subject to felony prosecution, that the vote count is accurate. Obviously, each of them is expected to make that determination themselves. Otherwise, there would be no point in having boards or board members. This is not a ministerial duty. The idea that board members do not have such authority is contrary to law. A Mark Elias invented principle that is not supported by decades of election law precedent. Any election administrator who is confused or concerned about the rule effectively acknowledges that he or she has been proceeding with homemade procedures that fail to adhere to the election code. We urge Governor Kemp and Attorney General Carr to reject the frivolous process, complaints, and hand-wringing of progressives. Okay, it goes on from there. But the big thing is, they're trying to say that election administrators don't have to follow the law, even though by not following the law, they are subject to felony prosecution. Do you see this? This stuff is nuts. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Yeah, I also told you. So that's going on right now in Georgia. People do, look, why? I want to ask you a question. Democrats had pulled out of Georgia months ago. So I want you in the comments, chat this in. Why are Democrats right now fighting so hard against these election integrity efforts in the state of Georgia? Why? Come on, help me out here. I want to see in the comments. Why, when they'd kind of given up on Georgia basically because Trump was leading by 10 points in the polls, why are they now so concerned about Georgia? What is the reasoning? I have an absolute theory on this, and I'm curious as to what you guys think. Connecticut, good to see you in the house, okay? Because that would take away their ability to cheat. I don't believe that's it. Covering up 2020, okay? Trying to cheat like they did last time. They're trying to set a precedent, cheating. I'm looking for something a little bit deeper here, folks. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I think. If Georgia went for Trump by 10 points when he supposedly lost it by 11, and then you take the blue wall swing states that were so close, like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, and Kamala magically wins those, we're talking about a massive discrepancy, okay? So it gives more fodder then to the argument. No, they can win without Georgia, people. This is the thing. I've got a whole theory on this. I got to do this show. I'm working on those videos from New Hampshire. I'm so sorry those are taking longer to get out. But I believe it destroys their credibility if Georgia actually is that clean, if we can clean up Georgia, okay? And then all of a sudden you see these things taking place in these other states like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, okay? So, is Kemp compromised, Brent? Kemp is scared. So look up the whole Harrison Deal incident, see what you think about that. See if you think he's just running scared. You think he's compromised by money? I don't know what Governor Kemp's problem is. I know he's headlining an event with Trump this week. I hope Trump addresses this with him. Okay, now, the other thing, this whole fake book thing. Mark Zuckerberg goes in front of the committee and everybody's like, oh, Mark Zuckerberg, he's changed all this. He has not. And I want to make something very clear. Pavel Durov, that's the guy who founded Telegram, okay, is sitting in a jail in France while the Macron says, oh, no, we are free speech advocates. You know, we're just concerned about people's safety. No, you're not, because Facebook still operates, and Mark Zuckerberg isn't sitting in jail. And people, riddle me this. Where has most of the child trafficking nonsense gone on? Which social media platform has been involved in more disgusting behavior on the child trafficking front than any other? Okay? So I believe that he went in front of them because he's reading the tea leaves and he's going, oh my gosh, Trump might just pull this off. And then, I think I want to get out in front of this. I think I want to get out in front of this and say, hey, look, I'm going to admit that this went, and I really feel we shouldn't have done that. Okay? It's content moderation, as they call it, is not content moderation at all. Otherwise, they wouldn't allow all the cussing, threats, and intimidation against conservatives, the sexual nonsense on YouTube. Instead, they do, and they say that I'm hateful and dangerous content. Can't possibly let advertisers advertise with me. I'm a dangerous man. The content moderation thing is garbage. I just think Zuck is trying to get out in front of this because he sees that the new administration might not be quite as friendly to fake books nonsense. See why? Exactly, Sue. So anyways, I just, that's my thoughts on all this. Oh, hitting the gas pedal hard there, Rebecca. Woo! Anyways, oh gosh. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out. But it's big stuff happening in Georgia, people. That's where it's at. Georgia right now. Again, I think you're looking at a state that the Democrats can win without it because, again, I tell you, Pennsylvania, I've said this before, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, I don't know what it's going to take in those states with what's going on there. It's red up there. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, we're going somewhere. I better I got to help give my daughter directions to get to where we're going. She drive me around so I can do this YouTube live stream with you. Beautiful people. All right. I love you all. Smash that like button on the way out and go support Mike Lindell at mypillow.com/lumberjack for special savings. Okay. I'm serious. The mattress, I think they're going to run an extra $100 off mattresses. That's what I talked to Don earlier today. They're going to run that. That's again, I get these special deals. Yes, it's a camo headliner. That is True Timber Strata. Isn't it awesome? Look at this. I got a camo dash mat. I've got camo things, whatever they call those, floor mats. I like camo, okay? It's my hunting rig. Anyways, all custom. But go check that stuff out at mypillow.com/lumberjack. And Christmas is coming, so start getting your Christmas gifts from people who actually like you, not from people who hate you. I love y'all. Peace out.